Good, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my not so favorite books of 2019. When I was compiling this list, I was actually really surprised to see that there weren't as many books as I thought there were going to be. I really only have 3 books to talk about, and I'm going to throw in one honorable mention, and I'll explain why. So the first book that I read this year that I really did not like was The Pathkeeper by N.J. Simmons. This was terrible. I'm pretty sure this was a re-release, but I got this as an ARC from NetGalley, and it just wasn't good. Like, I feel like the plot was kind of all over the place, and it was intriguing enough for me to continue reading it. Like, I didn't DNF it. I gave this a 1.52 star rating. There were definitely trigger warnings for rape. The main relationship was literally a hot mess from the start to finish. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, I blocked out 90% of this book because it was so bad. Any issue that was presented in this book was almost too quickly solved. There weren't any reprimands. And honestly, it was just a hot mess. The whole idea of it was really cool. It's a book about destiny and, staying on this path and being part of something bigger than yourself, and the entire world follows that. And so you have these key people who are meant to do that, but it just falls apart so easily, and it wasn't good. If you want to see my full thoughts on it, I did post an entire review on my blog, which will be linked down below. The next book that I didn't necessarily enjoy was Again But Better by Christine Riccio. And here's the thing with this book. I finished it in less than 24 hours. So it was clearly good enough for me to want to finish it. There was just nothing happening. Okay, that's a lie. There was a lot happening, but not in a good way. I did not like our main character at all. I thought her development wasn't well done. The whole idea of her being oh, I've never kissed anyone, I've never done it, I'm an innocent girl, and then falling in love with the first boy that she meets. Really? Her family is super abusive. Before I get any backlash for saying okay, she has an abusive emotional family, I understand that not all families are perfect, but I just wish that we got a little bit more, okay, I've learned from this, here's how I've grown from this, here's how, despite my family, I am this way. I wanted there to be a little bit more of a message, something that was a little bit more encouraging. The biggest thing that I take away from her family is that one dinner scene. And if you've read Again But Better, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil it, but I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy how that felt. And then, okay, the ending, I should have seen it coming, but I don't know. It was disappointing, and for it to be super hyped, it could have been better. I did not mean to do that at all, but the third and last book that I have to really mention on this list is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I think this was one of those books that was just way too overhyped for me, and it wasn't, I don't know. The entire idea of it was super cool, and I was really into it and really invested. Then it just kind of lost interest, and I really don't know how else to explain it. I was listening to the audiobook and reading it physically, and then I stopped reading it physically and just listened to the audiobook. I got really confused, and I think so part of my not enjoyment comes from that. But at the same time, if you're gonna sell a book as if it's Six of Crows set in Paris in the 1600s, there wasn't enough for me this time around. So The Gilded Wolves is a book that I'll definitely give a second chance, but I don't see myself doing it anytime soon. And finally, the honorable mention that I'll put on this list. See, okay, let me just tell you what it is, and then Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Yan. Now, okay. If you remember my reading vlogs, I have so many conflicting feelings with this book. I don't think it's bad at all. And honestly, looking back, if you had told me me reading it, if I could go back in time to when I filmed that reading vlog, right, I would literally just tell myself to calm down. It's okay. You like this book. I don't know what it was. I feel like I owe myself an explanation. So I'm definitely gonna reread it. I think when I don't even know what the next book is called, but when book 2 comes out, I will definitely get it from my library. So I will for sure be reading Girls of Paper and Fire and the following book. I will be doing that. 100% will do that. And hopefully my reading experience is a lot better because I did enjoy the book. Like, I definitely think it doesn't make it on this list because I did enjoy it. However, my reading experience was just like so sour towards the end, and I don't fully understand why, because I don't think the ending was that bad. I don't know. I think I made the right choice in getting rid of it because it was genuinely causing me so much stress, and you've got to be kidding me. I was almost done filming this video too. Okay, since they've paused, I'm going to really quickly wrap up this video. But if you want to see my full thoughts on Girls of Paper and Fire, definitely go check out my reading vlogs for that. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my not so favorite books of 2019 so far video. Let me know what books you've read in 2019 so far that you just have not liked, and we'll talk about it in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and until then, I'll talk to you on Instagram.